You two guys. I know you're in there. I can see you. Come on out. Come out of there. Slowly. Slowly. Now you get your hands up. Slowly. Slowly. Now, which one of you two guys pumped my brother Eddie full of lead? You. Over there. Okay. You punks. You get ready to make peace with your maker.
Yeah, that was fair good, huh?
I tell you something. They're going to be lucky to come out of that with their lives, them two fellas, huh?
We got them two fellas are gone.
They're finished entirely, huh?
What was that?
Someone at the front door.
Front door of the shop.
Who the hell could that be this hour of the night, huh?
Come back.
Will you go where will you? I'll go out and see who's at the bloody door.
Don't go near the window.
Give over.
Hit the ground!
Will you take it handy, will you?
Jeez, how long are you watching now? Never go near the windows.
What are you on about?
Sure, the windows are the first things they shoot out. What? Tommy, cover the back door. Willie, go upstairs and look out the window.
We don't have a fishing upstairs.
Shut up, will you? Willie and Ned, cover the back wall.
What are you on about?
Jeez, if they think there's only the two of us, they'll riddle us.
Riddle us? Do you know something? You're watching too much of that feckin' thing. Riddle us. God almighty, what are you on about?
Hey, come away from the windows. Come away from the windows.
The sun is up outside. Well done, Brendan, huh? You've done it again, haven't you? Kept us up all night watching that fucking thing. And the shop to be opened. Merciful hour. God almighty, and the postman knocking outside trying to get in. We're supposed to be running a business here. What in the name of God are the people got to say at all?
Miles, waiter. Hello there and welcome to you all from the weather room. Unfortunately, the outlook over the next 24 hours is a kind of a bit of a mixed bag. It's not looking too good, lads. We have a lot of cloud cover coming down there from Donegal and around the region there, cutting across into Cavan and Monaghan there around the Borden area. Of course, we have an awful lot of cloud cover coming down from the far side as well there around Derry and Belfast and all that region there. The easterly coast of Ireland. And that, of course, will be sweeping late afternoon down through the Midlands there, around the country, covering the lake area there around Athlone and that area there. We have a lot of cloud cover coming in, of course, from the Galway Bay area there. And that, of course, will be sweeping over there from the west with a lot of strong currents there. And, of course, a lot of cloud cover coming up from the south of the country there. Of course, the sunny southeast will be getting the worst of the hit there from the poor old misfortunes and friends who got an awful dose there during the week. It's coming our way now. Of course, that'll be hitting in early into the morning there, covering around lunchtime there. Of course, for them that are into fishing, it's lovely dull conditions there for the fishing in around Lough Derg and that there, because you'll have a lot of cloud cover. The whole country will be covered there more or less. We could get the odd sunny spell in around the middle there, lads. That's, it's hard to call. It's hard to know which way it'll go. Of course, we have a lot of wind coming in later on today. So around afternoon, mid-afternoon, it could clear a small bit there around the Midlands, of course. And that, then if that clears well enough, it could turn into an awful lot of kind of a hot area there, which could burn away there for the evening. You wouldn't know you get a forest fire, whatever. Of course, it could be dampened down with hailstones later into the afternoon, which could come in there with a cold front coming down from the north. Of course, we could be expecting snow, lads. You wouldn't know because we have another cold front coming down here with the clouds sweeping down from the north. Of course, we have a warm front coming up from the Sahara Desert there around Africa. Of course, that'll be making prime conditions for the black beauty. This, of course, will bring with it a lot of thundery showers, which will be coming down throughout the day. You'll see them blowing in there at various different points in the day. So basically, lads, overall, you're looking at kind of damp, drizzly, wet kind of conditions there. Of course, as I always said myself, she'd be a lovely little country if you could only roof it. Because it doesn't look too good, huh?
I tell you, that's all we need now. They're going to be in and out all day, moaning and groaning and giving out about the weather, huh?
We got to have a good story for today. Do you remember the mixer's wake? You remember? I'm sure you wouldn't remember. You weren't that.
What's your mix? Oh, God, I'll tell you something. It was a bad night for a wake, that one was, huh?
It was the final episode of YF50.
That's right. And your men couldn't book him.
Yeah, I remember your man tried to book him.
That's right, Dano.
And he's stone dead in the ground. But I'll tell you, there's a good one about that. And Tom Campion and the missus went down. You know Tommy's about 60 or 65.
Yeah. Come on with it. Come on with it.
They went down to it. And you see, the men were inside in one room, drinking away. Yeah. And the women were inside in the other room with the cops, drinking tea.
Yeah, right. Come on with it.
There was no toilet in the mixer's house. So the men had to go out the back, out to the air to do their business, to fire away, And the women could see him out the window. And when Tom was coming back in one time, he spotted the missus laughing out the window in the crowd of the women. So he drew down with the missus on the way home and says he to her on the way home, says, "What were you laughing at?" "I spotted you laughing." "Oh, we weren't laughing at all," says she. "Oh, begot you were," says she. "Oh, begot you well. I didn't see you in the window." "Well," says she, "do you know when you went out the back to do your business, we could see you out the window." And says Tom, "What was funny about that?" "Well, wasn't I the proud woman, Tom, when you pulled out ours?"
Ours what?
I was like...
Well, do you know something? You're disgusting, you are, huh? Would you bring that out to the shop and tell it, would you? God almighty, we're trying to close us down, are you? Should be ashamed of yourself. Tell you something, if you're not careful, you're going to end up in the same place as Daddy.
Oh, good. Crime Busters. Hello there, and welcome to Crime Busters.
Hello, and welcome to Crime Busters.
Now, we have a lot on the agenda, lads, so we'll cut the chase and get straight down to the business. What's first on the agenda there, PJ?
First on the agenda there, Tom, is a robbery. A
robbery. Now, we had a robbery, lads, only last week down the village. It was last Friday night. They came in through a side window at the house, approximately 3 a.m. They proceeded to clean out the kitchen, the sitting room, and leave via the front door. Now, can you tell me what's wrong with that? The window was feckin' wide open, lads. Just you can't do that. You can't go to bed and leave a window open or door open. We're blue in the face and tell you that when you lock up before you go to bed.
That's right, lads.
You're only wasting our time and your time. And you come down to us then crying...
Oh, spilt milk.
Oh, spilt milk then, yeah. Where is it? Where can I get my stuff back? Where have they gone? So how are we supposed to know?
Yes.
What do we do with our time, lads? You just can't be doing that. You can't walk away and leave a house open and expect nothing to be done. You might as well open the front door and let him in.
You might as well make pay for it.
Exactly, good man. No, so you've been taught enough, lads. Now you got your wall, so let that be it. We say no more
like that, like.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what else is on the agenda there?
Next on the agenda there now, Tom, is the county final on Sunday.
Now, we have a county final championship match coming up next Sunday, lads. Now, I'll tell you one thing. We won't have a repeat of what happened last year.
That's right.
There was blatant abandonment of cars last year on the side of the road.
That's right.
You just pulled up there, left the car where you liked it and went off to the match. Jeez, you can't do that, lads.
You can't be doing that.
You can't just pull in there and leave a car where you like it. Huh? Because there was people blocked into their houses there for hours.
Barricaded.
Barricaded in. Good man, PJ. They were barricaded
in.
And if a child had to go to the hospital...
At the brigade.
The brigade had to be called. There was a fire or something. Yes, we were lucky to come away with lives unscathed. You just can't. You can't leave a car there and go away.
You can't be doing that.
You can't do that. And I'll tell you, the book will come out this year, lads.
Oh, but yes, and I'll do it.
But Ben PJ be down there Sunday. He'll do it. Oh, Jesus,
I'll do it.
Yeah, PJ will sign him.
I'll sign him.
There's no fear. Because you can't do that. It's in the book. It's black and white.
It's in the book.
Yeah, the book. Yeah. So now, you got your warning, lads. Let that be it. was handed in and items found and items lost. We were reconstruction of an accident, lads, which happened on High Street only there last Sunday morning, approximately 10 a.m.
Sorry, no,
now, we mind the super.
Right, mind the super.
Shift him there, shift him. Huh?
He'll be giving out.
Now, we had a roundabout, they're coming down by the roundabout at the top of High Street.
Roundabout here, Tom.
Roundabout was there.
Roundabout
we
here.
also, coming down by the cathedral.
The cathedral.
And up there by the corner of High
shop.
Street, the junction of High Street there, and of Middle Street. Now, the car, we're talking a maroon coloured car, not too unlike the colour there, came around the roundabout.
That's right.
It was handy enough speed now, he wasn't too out of order now. He drove up there in High Street,
That's
and
right.
he approached, while approaching the junction of Middle Street, we had a witness
We
there.
have a witness
We
here.
have a witness there.
He was coming down here.
He was coming there, and he witnessed the whole incident.
That's right.
As the car shot out onto Middle Street
Street.
there. In the meantime, a motorbiker.
A motorbiker coming down here.
Yeah, the car shot out right in front of him.
Right.
And I hit him there now. Oh, up he went.
Knocked the duck down.
the duck down.
We put that
And
in.
Then on the side
Put
of
the
the
knock the
road.
duck down.
Then in the car, he pulled up there
That's right.
at the shop, got himself a newspaper, whatever it was he got, and drove away with it out of by a leaf. You can't drive like that, lad. Jesus, a man knocked down there, he was lucky to come away with his life.
That's right.
Jesus, we have all jobs to go to in the morning, lads. He could have been a family aunt in there. Luckily enough, the ambulance was around
That's right.
on the day.
That's right.
And it wasn't too far from the incident.
down
He
here.
came down there, managed to take the men away.
That's right.
And he was lucky he wasn't too injured. But still, all the same, as we were lucky to come away without a life lost. Jesus, you can't do that.
You can't be doing that.
You can't be doing that. So anyway, enough said anyway, you know, we have a witness anyway, fitting that description. We're hoping to interview him.
An interview would have to be done with him straight away.
An interview would have to be done with that man.
With that man straight away.
Okay, moving on now. What have we now, PJ?
Next coming up now, Tom, is of course items handed in here to the barracks.
Yeah. Now, the next portion of the programme will be items handed in. To pick it up there, please, PJ. Good man, yourself. Come in, Charlie Delta, there, over.
Lads, when you ordered the pudding box, is that right? Over.
I'll the pudding box.
PJ ordered the pudding box there, Charlie, over.
Is there anything else with that order? Over.
Yeah, I gave him that half an hour ago. Yeah, Charlie, there was a snack box with that and chips, over.
I'll be delayed 15 minutes because there's a fight after starting in the chipper. Over.
Listen, Colin, who's down there? Tommy, is it?
Tommy's down in car 2.
Tommy's down there in car number 2. Will you give it to Tommy and ask him to drop it back up to the barracks straight away, over?
Car 2's gone out to an accident. Over.
But just be on cold.
Yeah, be gone. Listen, they were ordered over an hour ago. Send them back here with the chips straight away and he can go on out to the accident then, over.
Over.
And listen, if you see Mary, will you send her back here as well? She's wandering around down the town there somewhere, over.
Well, die the proud woman when you pull down there.
We had two boxes of Italian sports runners handed in here to the barracks, fitting this description. With a pair of them
I
here.
have them here.
Put them up there,
Yeah,
Peter.
go.
Good man. Give them a good look at them there, Peter. A blue and white pair. And we also have a green and white pair, a box of either.
But the green and white ones are nice.
Oh, they're much more comfortable. I had them for the last week, now I had to put them back. But I couldn't at all.
Jeez, I'm a put them
There's
back.
more
Get a pair
room
of
in
them.
these.
They're
they're
nicer
much
colour
nicer.
altogether.
So they're down here in the barracks, lads. You get a good look at them there. They're down here in the barracks. You can come down and collect them anytime you want to. Also, we had a sum of money found there out on the Mill Road, which was handed into the barracks here. Approximately, how much, PJ?
I'll tell you how much now Tom was handed in there. There was 20, 40, 60, 80, and I took a fiver out of it for milk and cigarettes.
Yeah, well, how much?
85
pound,
there or
yeah.
thereabouts.
Well, about approximately £85, lads, is down here in the barracks to be collected.
Yeah, well, if you wanted that to come down, like, you know what I mean? If you wanted, but you'll have to bring identification, like, which if you want to get it back, like, you know what I mean?
Good man, PJ. That's all from us here in Crime Busters. Also, just to let you know and remind you that 'tis ye that help us solve the crimes and the mysteries here. So keep the phones hopping, keep the doors locked, and keep the windows shut at all times. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
What was all that about?
Well, what about?
What was that? Funny man Miles when I pulled out ours. That was my story.
Your story. Huh? Just because you thought it doesn't mean anybody else can tell it. My story. And who taught you in the first place?
You can't tell that, you'll shut the place down, huh? And then you go out and tell half the parish. I've nothing now.
Why don't you go out and give him one of your white snake numbers or something? To cut you.
Shut up with you.
Now, there's the rota for the week, and we're sticking to it now. Mind it?
No. No, second way. No. No.
What?
No.
What
No way.
What are you on about?
You'll be down there from 12 to 1.
Yeah, but I'm down from 9 to 12.
But there's a documentary on ferrets between 12 to 1.
Ferrets!
Yeah. Oh, you won't let me have one now? You won't let me watch them on the television? Well, I'm away to buy one now.
Hey, hold on a second. Wait. All right. You can watch your ferret programme, okay? But There's a documentary on the last headhunting tribe of the Amazon basin at Friday at 9 o'clock, and I'm not missing them boys for anything, right? So you better cover me on that.
Okay.
Now, you're on next. I'm for tea. It's down on the rotor.
Oh, yeah, and I've no story now, of course. I've nothing. No story, nothing. Pure defenceless. Well, I hope you're fucking happy. How are you, Tom? Well, how's the crack with yourself? What do you want? Sucky sweet, is it? Oh, Hamlet. There you go, yeah. Well, do you bring it and go down for me, did you? Oh, good man, good man. It is good, is it? I was watching that, yeah. And he's a fair into it. Come in.
Dumb pebbles. Dumb pebbles.
Dumb pebbles. Oh, not Joe, you're keeping, huh? I told them, Jim's a very man. You brought down the two puddings, you did.
I did.
Give me the two of the white ones there. I'll take the two of them
Take
off.
what you want
Yeah,
now.
I'm after one down the lower small bit there. And give me half dozen of the black.
You
Like
can
good
have
man.
them.
Yeah.
Help yourself.
Because the puddings are flying for you, Joe. Huh?
Believe
Yeah,
it,
because you're not sorry you gave up the band business, I'd say, are you?
Yeah, not really, no.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, but
Things
she's
are gone.
Mary, the way I comes in here regularly now, she swears by him.
Does she?
She does,
I believe
yeah.
a lot of women like it now.
Oh, just they do, yeah. Oh, God, it's going well for us around here now.
That's
And
great.
come here to me. So when the lads were saying you sort the Benz out, you did? And you got a sausage maker.
I did. I got a sausage maker, and it's going to storm.
Is that right? Yeah. Oh, God, you never look back.
going
Did you
well.
try him, Tom, at all? Did you?
It's a good story, but I heard it before.
Good luck, Joe, right?
I see you on
Right, give me a shout back in Thursday.
I'll call back
What
in
man
Thursday.
yourself? Right on, thank you, Joe. Yeah, right, he's a serious chanter, huh? Come here, what else can I get you?
What's that?
I tell you. Now, I have to hear. The nice ones to here now. Look at that. Now, she'd one order. I know. The furthest she ever went was down to the chapel up from the convent. And himself wanted to keep all the good ones outside, but I kept this one here for you. Huh? What have you got for me? Bring it in. Give me a look. Huh? Huh? You're not humming anymore, you're not. So they'll do a spot on. Here, take that. And here. I'll throw this in for you as well. Now, spot on. Huh?
That one.
They're good. Oh, yeah, let me know. Here, good look, Chip. Next time, good look. Good man.
That's it. My God, she's up to the top. Hold it down now. Now, I'll give it a bit of life. Huh? Brendan!
Oh,
Will you bring us in another bucket of water there, will you?
I'll bring it in to you now.
Well,
Oh, jeez. He's a gas man in the grunt, huh?
oh, Jesus, don't talk to me, huh?
He's after telling me a couple of right good yarns out there now, huh?
I'll tell you something, he's a great man to tell the yarns is the grunt, huh?
Oh, jeez, he thought on a right good one now, but jeez, I'm not telling you, I can tell you.
Oh.
Huh? Come here to me, tell me this much.
Huh?
Why didn't he ever go professional?
I'll tell you something now, he could have gone professional, no doubt about it. But as he says himself, like he's happy enough with the teaching.
I suppose. But jeez, he gave me a right good video, huh?
All right, what is it?
Done bearables or something.
All right.
I just funny. He said it's very good. Here, I put it on for you.
Hold on, oh, Jesus, hold on a second now. Ricky Whitelaw's coming on the television now. Just starting up now, we can watch that later on, sure. Hold on a second now.
Hi, and welcome to the Ricky Whitelaw Show. We're going to be talking to you today about a man who plotted to kill, and remember I said plotted to kill because I think that's the key to today's story, who is now his best friend. We'll be right back after these. Who's that fucker? Who's that? Can you tell me your name, sir?
Martin Maloney, sir.
Thank you, Martin, for taking your time out to be with us here today.
Thank you, sir.
Martin, you look to me like a nice guy.
Thank you, sir.
You look to me like an ordinary guy.
Thank you, sir.
No different than any member of our studio audience here today.
Oh, that's right, sir.
Why did you do it?
For the money.
The money. What are we talking, Martin? Thousands? Tens of thousands?
£500 or £600.
£500 or £600. 30 pieces of silver. 30 pieces of silver. £500 or £600, Martin. Martin, would you say your relationship up to now was a normal type relationship?
Well, it was never a normal relationship, like, you know what I mean? I suppose that's what drove me to do what I did, like. I mean, there was times there, like, I might, get a call even from the guards, local, like, and they'd give me a ring to say that she was gone off down to the cross, or that she was wandering around the road. Do you know what I mean?
Surely in today's society she's entitled to do what she wants.
Sit down, shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, settle down, please. I'll have to ask you to leave the studio audience. Martin, a hostile reaction from the audience there? How would you like to respond to that?
Well, I'd just like to say, like, that to everyone out there, that, like, I'm here to tell my story, and hopefully they'll understand then after I've told my story.
Martin, let's hear that story.
Well, I suppose the straw that broke the camel's back, and there was a few of them. There was a time when I remember I got a phone call from the guards. It was late at night, to come down quick straight away, that she was below around the cross. She was delirious, like. And she could have done harm to herself, or she could have injured somebody else, like. And then there was another time then when she destroyed a neighbour's garden. Oh, she went stone mad. And, well, it cost me a lot of money, like, at the time to put it right. And it wasn't just the money either, it was the humiliation of the whole thing. Like, I knew people were talking about me, like. People were saying that, like, she was out of control and it was my fault. So, I mean, there was times there when, like, I didn't even go down to Mass. And even if I did go down to Mass, then I might stand at the back. Because I couldn't face the people, like. I mean, I knew they were all talking about me and things that were going on.
Did you feel at this stage, Martin, that the community was all against you?
I did, I felt that, Ricky.
So, Martin, can you tell us the course of events that led up to this situation?
Well, I had decided, like, that I was going to get rid of her, like.
Get rid of her, Martin. Martin, did you not realise you were doing anything wrong? Or what was the motivation that led to this?
Well, there was a build-up over the years, like, you know what I mean? Well, like, we didn't have any family. She didn't have any family. I suppose that was the first mistake I made. And then, like, she was a stripper.
When you say a stripper, Martin, what did this entail?
Well, like, I did my best, like, with her, like, you know what I mean? I even went to a few shows with her, like.
And what used to happen at these shows, Martin?
Well, like, people would stand around, like, and look at her. Well, mainly men, like. And then you get people coming up, then fellas coming up, maybe, and they'd start feeling her back.
Martin. Did it not occur to you at this stage, Martin, that this was no ordinary relationship?
It was never normal, like. I mean, that's what drove me to do what I did, like. So that's why I wanted to get out. So I rang a friend of mine. Can I mention his name?
You can, of course, Martin.
It was Larry. Well, like, Larry had a lorry, like. So I rang Larry, and Larry said he'd come down, and he said, give me a hand. So I said, fair enough. So first thing the following morning, Larry arrived into the yard with the lorry. She knew there was something going on all right at the time. So there was awful trouble trying to get her into the lorry, like. So Larry went around to the front of the cab, and he brought out a big lint of waving pipe, and he hit her a couple of flakes of it. Oh, Lord, says I, Larry, will Jesus will take it handy, says I, and don't mark her, like. You know what I mean? So that was it, and that was the last time I thought I was going to see her. Larry took her away in the lorry. So later on that evening, anyway, it was around tea time, like. Well, we'd always have the tea around the same time every evening anyway, like, at home, like. I heard the lorry coming back into the yard, and it was Larry, like. So I went out, like, because, well, I had a few pound put aside for him, you know what I mean, for helping me out, like. So I went out to the yard with a few pound anyway, and Larry came down and he said to me, I have a bit of bad news for you, Martin. And what's that, says I? I said, see, I couldn't get rid of her, he says. I was done, like, you know what I mean? After all the plotting and everything else and the arranging and everything, with Larry and the lorry and the whole lot. So I was heading back into the yard anyway, and I was just closing the gate, and she was standing there beside me.
Martin, can you share with our studio audience what happened next?
And she spoke to me.
Now, what did she say?
She said, I forgive you.
How did you react to that, Martin?
I was confused, I suppose. Do you know what I mean? I didn't realise that, like, well, here was, you know, someone with maybe feelings and an intelligence and the whole lot, like. You know, I'd taken the whole lot for granted. And that's why I wrote the book.
And what was her name, Martin?
Geraldine.
Well, we've a surprise for you this afternoon. Two people that have travelled a long way to be with you here today. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Larry and Geraldine. And also remember, ladies and gentlemen, factories not always the answer. I'm Martin Malone. Thank you and good night.
Oh, that's the funniest I've ever seen. We got here some light cases on that, isn't it?
What are you on about?
The Ricky Whitelaw. Did you ever see anything like it, eh? A man's best friend is a cow.
Are you trying to tell me you find that funny?
What?
Are you trying to tell me that story didn't touch something in you?
My funny bone.
But just I'll tell you something, that was the most sensitive story I've ever seen taught on television in this long time now.
Are you gone soft or something? Huh?
Huh? Well, I'll tell you something now, Brendan. There's an awful lot of people down through the years here in this country have had many hours of pleasure talking and singing to cows.
Talking and singing to cows. Because he'll have a place for you on that next, huh? Miles the Burmese headhunter that talks and sings to cows.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm going to buy that book when it comes out. And didn't often I buy books. But yes, I don't know how you can laugh at that. You know that? After seeing the torture on that poor man's face after what he did to his best friend. Here, go on away. Sort something out for us to eat. I look after the shop. Almighty.
Get back! Get back against the wall! Get back! Don't anyone move and no one's going to get hurt, okay? Here. Fill the bag. Read the note.
Now we start our first.
Just fill it! Just fill it! Custard first. Custard. Peas.
Okay, so we have
Beans. Liquid.
mixing our stuff. Nice to heat it up together.
Give back the Ovaltine.
Now also
She can go without the Ovaltine tonight. Oh shit! Hey, get back! Get back! Nobody move! Get back!
now we're going to mix in our colors. Now
Okay.
always remember
Let's everyone calm down, okay? Okay?
settling,
Everyone just calm down.
giving everything all the flavors a chance.
Who's are the puddings?
Dolan's.
Give me a black and a white. Maybe those Joe's pudding.
A medium-sized cooking tray, and watch now that you be careful when you put
Here.
it into your baking
Cabbage.
that you don't let this overheat.
Okay.
Watch your plate on this. Now, so that's it. Once we have about heated it up, don't bring it to the boil. It's most important not to bring it to the boil. Now, here we go. Now, we need a medium-sized baking tray. Now, with medium... Now,
Okay, move to the edge of the counter. Put the bag in the ground.
margarine,
Slide it over to me.
butter, whatever.
Get back! Get back!
We have a non-stick baking tray. Well, then you don't need one. Now, here we go.
Where's the jelly? Where's the shaggin' jelly? What good is custard to me without jelly? Get the jelly!
I've inserted little pieces of mixed thyme and garlic.
Put it on the paper.
And there we go. You can see that now. That's fitting in there. Thyme and garlic just
Get back! Get back!
flesh meat, pushing in our thyme and our garlic together. And of course, this will give it a beautiful centimetre pesto, isn't it? The pesto.
Okay.
Of course, basil.
I'm going out to that door. That's the one behind me, okay? Don't anyone think you're following me. I'll blow your shaggin' head off! And don't even think you're using the phone. I cut the lines outside.
Ah, for frick's sake!
Shut up! Shut up!
Diagonal line. You can do something. Try
And here, put them in the book.
Beat it around 100.
Frick's sake!
Nice.
Cut the phone lines again.
But now we're concentrating on the
You
meat.
turn
and
that
we have
ficking
this
thing
way
down,
of
I can't hear my
stock
ears.
We're going to pop it into the oven now. And
Who was
here we
that?
go, 210 degrees.
Mickey Ryan.
Who was
Now,
he this time?
Here we go back now.
The hold-up man.
Just after cutting the 4 lines again, he is.
Gee, don't be giving out to me about it.
Yeah, well, I'm up and down the ladder all week fixing the lines after that fella.
And I tell you something else, he didn't take the Ovaltine either.
He didn't take the Ovaltine. Gee, she's going to send him back down for the Ovaltine. She won't sleep without that. By chance, there's no point in fixing the lines to his bag.
Aye. Now, party horns, huh? What the fuck did he want with party horns?
So come out of it, come out of it. Jeez, I'm after losing the run of myself now. Go out there and get me a can of peas, will you?
Mellows.
And here, get me a bag of sucky sweets while you're out there.
And our peppers and our garlic. Maybe a bit of grease-proof paper.
Here. Where's the video the grunt gave us?
I have it lined up ready to go.
Come on, we'll put it on, we might get a bit of a laugh anyway, huh?
Right.
Sweating these here.
Well, you know Bridie, you do. Well, like, she'd be a sister of mine, Bridie. Like, Bridie's the one that had the mobile home down in Clare. Well, last weekend we were down at Bridie's, like, well, you see, well, Bridie was having a Christian, like, do you know what I mean? Well, like, you know, there was a fair turnout, there must have been about 30 or 40 or 50 at the Christian, you know what I mean? And you know the way you'll be with about 30 or 40 or 50 people coming out of a Christian, like, straight into a pub. And you know the way you'll be after coming from a Christian after stopping off in a pub, like, about 30 or 40, 50 people in one shot. You couldn't get a drink. I couldn't get a drink. I couldn't get a drink. So when I gets up to the counter, then I ask for a crate of Guinness, like, do you know what I mean? Well, just to keep me going, like, you have me, like, you know what I mean? So I grabbed the crate of Guinness and I went straight down and I was drinking away nicely now and I'd most of the crate of Guinness drank when who arrives in only Bridie. Now, lads, ye know Bridie as well as I do, right? Typical Bridie, of course, you know what I mean? Are ye staying here all day, or what are you doing, says she? Right, says I'm going immediately. Well, you know the way you'll be after coming from a Christian, after stopping off in a pub, after drinking a crate of Guinness, going back to Bridie's, like, you know what I mean? Well, you see, Bridie was having a kind of a 2-in-1. Bridie was having the housewarming and the Christian all in the one day, do you know what I mean? Right, says I'm going immediately. Well, you know the way you'll be after coming from a Christian, after stopping off in a pub, after drinking a crate of Guinness, going back to a housewarming, do you know what I mean, after coming from a Christian? Well, you couldn't be going back with one hand as long as another, like, you know what I mean? So I got another crate of Guinness and a large bottle of paddy and straight back to the bungalow with me. Well, ficked lad, she had the bungalow looking lovely, huh? Oh, Jesus, my Lord. Aluminium doors, aluminium floors, aluminium gutters, aluminium chutes, aluminium downpipes, aluminium uppipes, aluminium Georgian pillows, aluminium windows. Ficked was looking lovely now, like, what I mean? And I went straight into the middle room. You know the way you'd be inclined to go into the middle room inside in the house warming after coming from a Christian after stopping off at the pub after drinking the Christmas. I was mad for the bit of crack, like, so I went straight into the middle room and I was drinking away nicely inside, and I'd most of the second crate of Guinness drank and a half a bottle of paddy inside me, and I was kind of leaning again the mantelpiece. You know the way you'd be inclined to kind of lean again the mantelpiece with 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey inside you, like, when who arrives in only Bridie? Jesus, was Bridie to me, Jack, will you mind just lighting? I won't, says I'm fine. Well, you know the way you'd be with 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey inside you, like, will you give over, you're going to knock the whole place down? I won't, says I'm fine. And I getting pure tick with the drink with the 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey inside me, at an angle of 45 degrees to the floor, do you know what I mean? Defying the law of gravity, and I gathered up all the figurines at one end of the mantelpiece, unknowns to myself. Jesus, will oh mind, you're going to bring the whole lot down. I won't, says I'm fine. Well, lads, whatever move I made, everything that was on top of the mantelpiece came straight down onto the floor. And where did I end up? But inside in the fucking fire. Jesus, Friday. Will you get out, Fishy? You're going to burn. I won't, says I'm fine. And I get pure tick with the drink again. Will you get out, you're going to burn today? I won't, says I'm fine. And I get pure tick with the drink with the 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey inside me. Well, lads, whatever move I made, I rolled out of the floor on top of the new carpet. Well, if the shit didn't hit the fan, 'twas all equal. Jesus, says Bridie, it isn't bad enough you want to burn yourself, now you want to burn down the new house. Will you get out, says she. I won't, says I'm fine. And the coat and the vest burnt off my back and I could feel the top of the underpants going, you know what I mean? And I was kind of rolling round trying to keep everything under control. Will you get out, you're going to burn the whole place down. I won't, says I'm fine. Well, lads, no word of a lie, lads, I dampened things down. As soon as I stood up, lads, the blisters, the fucking blisters, the blisters that came up in my back, they were that size. They were big blisters, like, you know what I mean? And Bridie took one look at me and she dived over the sofa. Will you get out, says she, you're about to burst. I won't, says I'm fine. And I getting pure tick with the drink again. Will you get out, says she, you're going to explode. I won't, says I'm fine. Well, lads, no word of a lie. Whatever move I made, every blister that was on top of my back burst, and Bridie was there and she was giving out show. I showed a disgrace. Look at the state of you. You're after getting drunk, you're after knocking down the figurines, you're after falling into the fire, you're after burning yourself, burning the carpet, you're after exploding all over the living room. And you're after making a show of me, and you're after making a show of Mammy. Well, Fickett, says Bridie, that's a dirty dig now, says to Bridie. Well, you know the way you'd be yourself, like, what I mean? You know the way you'd be now with 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey inside you, like. You'd hate to have Mammy dragged into anything, you know what I mean? And that's it, like. Well, you see, Bridie knew that I was getting upset, and cute enough Bridie. Bridie turns round to me and Bridie says to me, will you drink a cup of tea? I will, says I. You know the way you'd be now, like after 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey, like, after falling into a fire, like, you'd love a cup of tea, do you know what I mean? So I went straight into the kitchen after Bridie, and she was boiling up a kettle and she was cutting up a bit of meat to make a ham sandwich. Well, lads, no word of a lie. Whatever move I made, I got a fit of reversing from the whiskey. Do you know what I mean, like? Well, you see, like, I was inclined to go backwards. Do you follow me? Well, you see, Fickett, look at lads, I didn't want to go anywhere at all. I was happy where I was, you know what I mean? But Fickett, I'd no control over it. And as I started to stagger back, wasn't I building up a bit of speed as well at the same time? Well, lads, when Bridie heard the thump, she turned around, and I had gone head over heels into the deep freeze. And all she could see of me was the 2 hooves cocked in the air. When Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and God forgive me for swearing, says she, will you get out, says she, you'll freeze. I won't, says I'm fine. And I get pure tick with the drink again. Will you get out, says she, you'll die of exposure. I won't, says I'm fine. Well, no word of a lie, lads. As soon as I hit the deep freeze, every drop of alcohol that was inside in the vein, the brain, the bladder, the small intestine, the large intestine, the gut, the stomach, the bowels, the whole lot, fella. Eat all froze up salad. Now, 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey froze up inside me. 4.5 days I spent inside in the deep freeze. 4.5 days in a constant state of inebriation. 4.5 days on 2 crates of Guinness and a half bottle of whiskey. It was the cheapest piss up I ever went on.
Hello, Mr. Larkin.
Well, what you want? Come on, Jerry. Come on.
How much a day?
Which are they? These here?
Yeah.
There are 3 of them for a penny. Will I get you 3 of them?
No. How much a day?
Which are they now?
Yeah.
These here?
Yeah.
They're a penny each.
And how much a day?
Which are they now? The pops?
No.
Or these here?
Yeah.
They're a penny each as well.
And how much a day?
The teeth?
Yeah.
You can get 2 teeth for a penny.
How much are 2 of them and 2 of them?
2 of these, is it?
No, 2 of them.
2 of them?
Yeah.
2 of them, that's 10 pence for 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
And you can get 2 of them for a penny. So that's 11 pence for 2 of them and for 2 of them.
And how much are they behind?
They're a penny each behind. They're a penny, right?
Yeah.
They're a penny. Okay, look, they're a penny, they're 3 for a penny, they're a penny, they're 2 for a penny, and the pops are 5 pence. Them pops are 5 pence, they're 5 pence. How much you got, Jenny? How much have you got? Show me, look. You have 20 and you have 2, and that's a penny, right? That's a penny. So that's 22 and 1 is 23. You have 23 pence there.
And how much a day?
There's 3 of them for a penny. You can get 3 of them for a penny. What Jesus will you make your mind up?
How much a day?
There what? What are you pointing at?
Them ones there.
Them there?
Yeah.
Is that what you... Them there?
Yeah.
There's 2 you get 2 of them for a penny. For 2 of them for 10 pence. They're 10 pence each.
And can I get 2 of them and 2 of them?
2 of them and 2 of them. No, they're 10 pence each and they're 5 pence each.
And can I get 2 of them and 2 of them?
You can, yeah. You can get 2 of them and you can get 3 of them.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
And them?
Yeah, you can get 2 of them and you can get 3 of them as well. You can get 6 of them.
And them?
No, you can't get them. They're a penny each.
And what about those?
No, yeah, all right, you can have them. Yeah, 2 of them and 2 of them, or 2 of them.
Can I get 2 of them and 2 of them?
What 2 of them now? 2 of these or 2 of the pops?
No. 1 of them and 2 of them.
No, you can't get 1 of them and 2 of them. But you can get 2 of them and you can get 1 of them. And you can get 3 of them.
How much have I?
For fuck's sake, Johnny, come on, what do you want?
Give me 2 of them.
Come on, here.
I want 1 of them.
Come on, now, look, there's 2 of them, right?
I want 1 of them.
What do you want? You get the 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, there you go. Now, there, show me the money. Come on, out. Come on, out.
Can I change 1 of them?
Get out! Come on, out of it! Come on, for fuck's sake! Come on, just tell me away in the home is coming on. God almighty, you're half big and broke. How much is this? How much is that?
What's dying, healed Brenna, that is on the wrong channel. Across the voice of Julie Andrews and the classics, The King in One. That will be taking us up to 2 o'clock with a brief international news.
A landmine waiting to explode now, this fella. Brendan, away in a home is on.
And they'll be examined by, of course,
Brendan! Away in a home is on! Brendan, away in a home is on! Will you come? Give me the... Hey! Don't move, it's on the right channel.
for our weekly trip
Oh,
to
that-
Fells for
Away in a home is on.
are all grown, but you're not alone. You're away in a home.
Jesus. Isn't this awful about the poor people in China?
What people in China, Martin?
The Chinese.
I know it is the Chinese, Martin. I mean, if it happened in China, it would have to be the Chinese. But what happened What was the accident?
What accident?
The accident in China.
Was there an accident in China?
You wouldn't have a sweet, Martin, would you?
I think I have a jelly here.
No, I have one. A sucky sweet, a ham sweet.
Oh, I think I might have one here.
One always, huh? Are you still collecting the coupons, Martin?
I am. I have 3,282 of them now. And I'm too away from getting what I want. And Nurse Maloney said she'd send away for me.
Where you bastards, eh? We shall sleep picking crows all night, clawing and scraping. Oh. I get a wink of sleep with them crows. They're screeching away there all morning. If I had my fucking shotgun, I'd sort them out, I would. Oh, what are you getting with the tokens, Martin?
A mountain bike.
A mountain. What are you going to do with the mountain bike, Martin?
Jesus. Isn't that awful about the poor people in China?
Did Nurse Maloney say anything to you about today, Martin?
What day is today?
'Tis Friday, Martin.
Friday.
Yeah.
I'm to get my bet on Friday.
Is Nurse Maloney giving you the bet? She is.
That's right.
Right. I tell you, I wouldn't let that one near me. I wouldn't let Nurse Maloney. She's too big and strong, she is. I wouldn't let her wash a car if I had one.
And she said she's going to clip my toenails after that.
Jesus, you're a brave man, Martin. I tell you, you'll be lucky to come out with that, with your foot left. Or she'll take the whole lot off you, I swear to God she will.
Maybe mine don't need clipping.
She was given out to me over not taking my tablets. And she threatened me as well, she did. She said she was going to clip my toenails, and she said she was going to clip my nose and my ears as well to tidy me up. Oh, but I'm not having it. Oh, no. Don't like that, Nurse Maloney. I don't. And then she started giving out to me over the smoking. She said I was smoking too much. And if I didn't stop the smoking, that she was going to threaten me with the black doctor. Oh. And they put me in here behind my back, Martin. They did. And you seen what she did with Tommy over there. They brought him off down near the exit door, so that they wouldn't have to be carrying him down the corridor when he passed away. God almighty. And somebody was telling me that Dan Murphy was dead 24 hours before they even knew he was dead. And Nurse Maloney dragged him down the corridor then and flung him into a bath of boiling water to heat him up again. And then she dragged him back up the corridor for an investigation by the black doctor. Jesus, we'll be lucky to come out of this with our lives, Martin. With our lives. Do you realise what they're doing to us, Martin?
How do you know my name?
How did you know my name?
Did you find that funny?
What the old fellas?
Yeah.
How did you know my name?
You're pure sick, boy. Did you find that funny?
Did you not get it? How did you know my name?
Well, Jesus, you take fair baiting all right, huh? Poor old devils.
Oh, God. What are you on about? There's only a bit of fun.
A piece of fun, huh? Well, Jesus, you know what? You're sick, huh? I found that fair moving.
Fair moving?
Yeah.
And you laughing at the man that was on the television earlier on with the cow. Jesus, will you make up your mind, will you?
Well, but that was a different kind of a sit-up. That was pure crack. That's real life. Poor old craters.
What are you on about?
Well, you know what I'm beginning to think?
What?
You don't like the elderly.
I don't like the elderly.
Yeah.
But Jesus, that's a good one coming from you. What's getting you all uppity?
'Twas the same with Daddy.
And what are you bringing Daddy into it for?
He was an elderly man, you ran him out.
I did not.
You did everything in your power to do it.
Well, if you want... How did you know that?
I know.
And what do you know?
I feckin' know.
You think you're the only one that gets up in the middle of the night, huh? I spotted you. Come on out with it. Come out with it.
It was his own fucking fault.
I suppose he masterminded the whole thing himself, he did.
And so what was I supposed to do? I mean, the three of us sitting down here trying to watch the box. I mean, we'd have had to get a bigger couch or something. I mean, something had to give.
Just the man reared you. Put a roof over your head and a shop under your ass. And this is how you repay him.
So it's for his own good, I'm telling you.
His own good, huh? I suppose you're in cahoots with Dr. Dobbin, you well?
Dr. Dobbin had nothing to do with it. I brought Dr. Dobbin down here. I set the whole thing up myself. He used to be sitting here every evening staring up at that statue in the mantelpiece. All it took was a bit of rope. I pulled the rope and the statue would go jumping. I set Dr. Dobbin over there. And Daddy was sitting here. I pulled the rope. Like that. Statue started leaping up and down in the mantelpiece. Daddy was going, "Ah!" I said to Dr. Dobbin. Dr. Dobbin called me out to the shop. She says he's going to have to be signed in. I know, says I. They came the following day and they took him away. It was for his own good. Jesus, what was I supposed to do? Huh? What were we going to do? Anytime we wanted to watch television, he wanted to watch something else. We'd have had no life. Jesus, it was bad enough when we don't need 2 channels. We've taken 22 now.
The one thing the man had, the bit of religion. You took that away from him.
And what about you? And what you did to his record collection?
Shut up!
It nearly killed the man.
Shut up! Jesus, I was only trying to help him out. Do something nice for the man. All I wanted to do was wash his John McCormack collection. How was I supposed to know they were all going to melt if I put them into a pot of boiling water?
Anyway, what's done is done now. Leave it alone.
Jesus. There isn't a night goes by that I don't think you're Daddy.
Well, fair enough. Now, leave it off.
Yeah, that might be nice to bring him home, though, Miles. Do the decent thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Huh?
Maybe it might.
Jeez, we used to have great old times together, though, the three of us. Remember the time the three of us all went fishing, huh? You fell into the mucky hole, and he kicked the shit of you.
That's right, yeah. Or the time you ate the full jar of toffee pops out the back of the house and you got sick and everything. And he kicked the shit of you after that.
Remember the time he kicked the shit of the two of us?
All right.
What was that about?
Oh, for nothing. For the crack.
He was a guest man, huh?
Aye.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have the three of us back together again, wouldn't it? Me, you, and...
I'm sure he might be better off where he is.
Maybe he would.
Anyway, there's a good western coming on now. Here, come on, turn up the volume.